All right, aloha, and my name is Ben Kaneaiakala here at Phoenix Rising Addiction Center. Thank you guys for following. Thank you for being here and for listening. And I hope that this is helping in some way. Today we are going to start on part 9 of our Step 2 series out of the 12 and 12. And we're definitely going down this path of discussing God and religion and some of our upbringing in regards to this. So as we had talked about in the last in the last video, we're just going to continue along that path. Okay. I know this is a very touchy subject. It's not a subject that a lot of people are open to. But again, I just ask that you just stay open. Or just be open, to what's being read, what's coming out of this, and my experience, strength, and hope around what I'm reading and what I've gone through in my own life, in my own sobriety and recovery from addiction. So I'm going to continue on. We are on page 31 on step 2 of the 12 and 12. So as doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, men and women are professionals of this field, or psychology, have often observed defiance is the outstanding characteristics of many of us who struggle with alcoholism, drug addiction, sex addiction, gambling addiction, eating disorder, whatever it might be. So it's not strange that lots of us have had our day of defying God himself. Sometimes it's because God has not delivered us the good things of life which we specified. As a greedy child makes an impossible list for Santa Claus, more often though, we had met up with some major calamity. Traumas, abandonment, there's all kinds of things, calamity. And to our way of thinking, lost out because God deserted us. Right? That's one of the most where's God? Where was God during all of this? Why would God let this happen? Why would God let that happen? Why did I have to go? Why did my mom and dad have to do that? Why, I mean, it's endless. The girl we wanted to marry had other notions. We prayed God that she change her mind, but she didn't. We prayed for healthy children and were presented with sick ones or none at all. We prayed for promotions at business and none came. Loved ones upon whom we heartily depended were taken from us by so-called acts of God. Then we became drunkards and alcoholics and addicts or whatever it might be, and asked God to stop it or help us, but nothing happened. This was the unkindest cut of all. Damn this faith business, we said. And that kind of defiance, that kind of resistance, justified, man, we can go down this road of justification for why we are not going to ask for help. Why we are not going to go down this path of coming to believe in a power greater than myself. There is no power greater than myself. I am the power greater than myself. It's me. And ultimately, that's what it is. It's just all these things become justifications and excuses and rationalizations. And again, there were painful experiences or things that we went through. I'm not denying any of that. But have we taken it too far? Have we used it to justify us not doing what we need to do to take care of ourselves and take responsibility for our actions? There is nothing that we can do that will change or make better the things that have happened to us. None. There is absolutely nothing that we can do to change what has happened in the past. And there is nothing that we can do about projecting what's going to happen in the future. So really, when we look at these types of defiances or defiance as a whole, we have to look at why are we defying? What's happening that we're being so defiant? What is being defiant going to do for us? It's just going to create more pain and more suffering, more resentments, more excuses, more reasons to use to justify us doing what we want to do, or the ego doing what the ego wants to do. Just think about me and I and me and I and me. Don't you know it's all about me? You know? And that's what defiance does. It keeps us stuck. It's another form of resentment. And when we have resentments, we have justifications. We have rationalizations when we have resentments. This is why. This is why. And we just keep going back and back and back and back to that same old stuff over and over and over and over and over again. For years, our entire lives, we stay stuck in these repetitive cycles of thinking in our head, the voice in the head. And we get stuck in time, time of the past and time of the future. And if you really look at it and ask yourself, how much time do you actually spend thinking of the past and of the future that you have any kind of control over? There is none. You know, and I'm not saying that we don't need to go and dig and look into some of these experiences that we've had in the past and to work through them and all that stuff. But what happens for at least for me in my experience was that I would stay stuck in that. I would stay stuck in the repetitive. No matter how much I would talk about it, I would just continue using it as a, see, this is why. Oh, poor me. You know, and I would just stay stuck in that. Even after working the steps, even after going through therapy, I would continue using it as an excuse. Because that's what the ego does. That's what my thinking does. It's just repetitive. It just keeps cycling. And the only solution, you know, besides doing all the acts of being in a 12-step program or going through therapy and talking about all these things, truly, in order for me to let go of time, the past and the future, I have to stay present. I have to be now. I have to be in no thinking or no thing. Rather than nothing, like nothing's bothering me, I'm not saying about being in nothing or be nothing. I'm just saying be in no thing. Means don't get caught up in people, places, and things. You know, don't get caught up in the future or in the past. It's okay to plan for the future. We can set goals. We can plan this. But what happens is that the thinking stays on it and just cycles down and just manifests all kinds of stuff that we have no idea what's going to happen. We can do the best we can at planning something and taking steps to accomplish that goal, and let it go. Allow that to be. And then get back and focus on the now and in the present moment. Because truly, that's all we have is the moment. So I hope this helps you as we continue this series on step 2 in coming to believe. And today we're talking about defiance and how defiance on God, defiance on anything. Just that term of to defy. And what does that mean? I hope this has helped you. And again, thank you guys for being here. If there's any comments or questions, please leave them. Follow us on our social media platforms on YouTube. We will start going live and having some live streaming going on where we can have a collaborative talk about the steps. And I'm looking forward to that. So you guys have a great day.